welcome to the practice problems video for the section on solving trig equations. Alright, so we're going to start off with a pretty basic example. So number 1 says to find all solutions on the intervals 0 to 2 pi. So we're only going to go around the unit circle once, and we want to solve this equation here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just divide by 2 on both sides. So we get cosine theta is equal to 1/2. So this question's asking, okay, at what angles is our cosine 1/2? And cosine corresponds to x value, so we'd say, okay, so here's x and y. X equals 1/2 is here, so then we're just going to find those angles, and let's identify those. And that's going to be pi over 3, and this is going to be 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, and 5 pi over 3. Okay? And then we're back to 2 pi, and that's all they wanted, was us to go around the unit circle once. So our answers are going to be theta is equal to pi over 3, and is equal to 5 pi over 3. Those are our two solutions there. Okay, so number 2 is a little bit different. It looks very similar, but this one says find all solutions. So there isn't a restriction on us only going around the unit circle one time. So this means we'll have to include the whole like plus and minus 2 pi k, which allows us to go around as many times as we need to. So let's see. So we have 2 times sine theta is equal to -1. Let's divide by 2 on both sides, so we get sine theta is equal to -1/2. Okay, so at what angles is our sine value, our y value, equal to -1/2? That would be at the angle right here and the angle right here. So this is going to be 7 pi over 6, and the other angle is going to be 11 pi over 6. Okay? So we can write our answer as theta is equal to 7 pi over 6, and then we have to add that plus or minus 2 pi times k, where k is a positive integer, so that allows us to go around as many times as we want in the clockwise direction or the counterclockwise direction. Okay, and then we also have, comma, 11 pi over 6, and again, that plus or minus 2 pi k. Alrighty? Okay, so number 3, again, asks us to find all solutions, but this time we see something a little bit different, because on the inside of our sine function, we have something other than just a theta, right? So we'll deal with that accordingly. First of all, let's get that 2 over to the other side by dividing. So sine of 3 theta is equal to 1/2, and at this point, I'm just going to consider the inside stuff. I'm going to replace that with a u. Okay, I'm just going to sub in a single variable there to make our problem kind of easier as we go along. Okay, so this is kind of like a middle step. Here I'm just subbing in a u for the 3 theta. Okay, we'll sub it out again at the very end. Okay, so to solve this, we just need to find, okay, when is our y value equal to 1/2? At what angles is that? And that would be right here. So here is pi over 6, and the other one is 5 pi over 6, that other angle there. Okay, so we can say, well, u is equal to, and it says find all solutions, so that means plus and minus the 2 pi k thing, right? So our first is going to be pi over 6 plus or minus 2 pi k, and another solution, or another set of solutions, is 5 pi over 6 plus or minus 2 pi k. Alrighty, and we're not done, because this is the point where we sub back in the 3 theta that we actually started with. So at this point, to get theta by itself, all we have to do is divide by 3 everywhere, okay? So we're going to divide all of these by 3, and we're going to get a final answer of theta is equal to pi over, and 6 times 3, so that's now 18, plus or minus 2 pi over 3 times k, comma, 5 pi over 18, plus or minus 2 pi over 3 times k. Alrighty? And that's our answer for that problem, number 3.